So, our quests are to cast creatures, cast white and blue spells, and attack with 30 creatures. So we're going to go to the Brawl Builder Challenge. This week's event is a Brawl Builder Challenge. Choose any commander from the latest set and build a 100 card Brawl deck using any cards in Arena. So, the latest set is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we just opened 7 packs of. And my quest wants me to play blue and white cards. So, we're going to jump in. We're going to build a deck for this. Build a new Brawl deck in white and blue. So probably being, I think the only white and blue card we got is Don and Leo Problem Solvers, which at the beginning of your end step you exile up to 1 target artifact and 1 target creature and then return them. So we want a bunch of enter the battlefield triggers. So things like April O'Neil, who enters in Scries 2, things like the Alliance ability, things like is an artifact and a creature, yes. So the enchantment wouldn't work. If you control an artifact, you do thing. We could put Stockman in, I guess. He Island cycles. Donatello I'm not super fussed about. Rooftop Perch can sit in there, I guess. Every creature enters gain a life. Oh wait, what does that one do again? Whenever another creature you control with flying enters, if this creature is named Awestruck Signet, cards you own named Awestruck Signet densify by 1. As long as this creature's intensity is 3 or more, has base power and is 4/4, has flying and vigilance, and is named Radiant Swan. So it's a 1-drop 2/1 that becomes a 4/4 flying vigilant creature. As long as I have a bunch of flying creatures enter. Not terrible, not super exciting, but also not terrible. There's Chain to the Rocks. Enchants Mountain, exiles the thing under it. City Bitching can get in. Oh, right, we could put in Cloud Shift, I guess. Kind of does Don and Leo's thing. It enters exile target creature until this leaves. That's pretty good, being able to swap targets for that. Yay, mouse that cares about mice. Kind of funny. Exile target. Non-token creature returns to the battlefield and returns to control beginning the next end step. Destroy target creature if no other creature has greater power. Sure. Sure. Until I'm Sanctifier. Gaining some life. Kind of just want to get a bunch of abilities on artifacts and creatures that say enters the battlefield is basically what I'm after. Scrolling through looking for enters abilities. They do both have to be ones that I control. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact you control and up to 1 target creature you control, then return them. And if 1 or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. That's actually pretty good. It's with a counter, sacrifice it, return creature. Nope. A bunch of these little, like, when a creature enters, gain a life. And if I can get more artifact creatures, that'd be good as well. Ooh, when this enchantment enters, airbend up to one target creature. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, if this enchantment has 4 or more quest counters on it, exile up to one target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Not terrible. Hi, Callie. How are you today? Hopefully you're doing well. That's going to be triggering a whole bunch, hopefully. Artifact enters, makes a Thopter. Enters, make a rabbit. And scry one. When it enters, search for basic planes. When it enters, make a servo. When Cloud enters, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. I don't know if I have many equipment cards, so I'm not that fussed about that. Looking for weird little enters abilities. Artifact enters 2+1/+1 counters. Move a counter from it onto target creature. Activating it to a modified creature you control. Leaves the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on this artifact. Sure, costume closet's fine. Crime scene instructor's fine. Whenever another creature you control enters or dies, gets +1/+1. Enters, gets +1/+1, but can flicker a thing. Enters with a +1/+1. When it dies, you remove that. Bum, 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 bum. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal a mount or a planes card. Nope. Stuff. Where's the random stuff? Maybe I want to jump to the blue section now. Like, I've already got 77 cards in my deck, which is a little bit worrying. I don't think I need that many cards, but I mean, I definitely need more than that many cards, but I also need to go and look at the blue cards before finishing the deck. So equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Sacrifice an artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Okay. So yeah, if we remove Cleric class and put Oswald Fiddlebender in, he can actually go and dig for better artifacts. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, whenever this artifact or another artifact you control enters target creature gets +1/+1 against vigilance. Could be useful. Yes. Yeah, I don't think I need much more of this. The creature or artifact enters. Pretty good. I should really go and look at the blue section for the deck. Because currently I'm still looking at all the white cards. And I don't have that many more spaces. And yet I'm still here looking. And yet I'm still here looking. Okay, I think we're kind of running aground on we're kind of running aground on abilities and things. Yeah. What does Appa do again? When you cast a creature, when enters airbend any number of creatures. Yes. Probably fine. Probably fine. Anyway, blue section of the deck. We want artifacts and creatures that have enter the battlefield effects. Is what we're kind of doing at the moment. Enters tap target permanent. So far, nothing looking that great from the blue section. I guess I could throw a splash portal in. It might draw me a card at some point, but it also just kind of does its own thing. Enter scry 1, not terrible. Not super exciting, but not terrible either. Astrologian's Plansphere could just be nice. Cryogenic Relic draws me cards. Oh, we're doing night shift week though. Oh gosh. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Sorry, I didn't. My brain was kind of zoning out in trying to make this deck actually playable, actually like half decent. Because I'm not really sure what I'm doing with it. Just a bunch of enter the battlefield things. Tap optimal target creature or artifact and put 2 stone counts on it. Not terrible. Choose a creature type. Whenever a permanent you control of the chosen type enters, put a plus. No. Cares about specific creature types, and my deck does not. Whenever this creature or another rat you control enters, no. Oh gosh. Trying to find good enter battlefield triggers on creatures and artifacts. Deck has a tap another target non-land permanent. Its activation abilities can't be activated for as long as it remains tapped. Wait, what was that? The top two cards of your library, put one of these cards in your hand and the other into your graveyard. Nah. Sneak Donatello in, maybe. Whenever you sacrifice this artifact or another artifact, you may pay 2. If you do, at the beginning of your next end step, create a token that's a copy of that artifact. Not terrible. Exclusion Mage is alright. I don't really know what I'm doing. Don't really know what I'm doing with this deck. I don't really know what I'm doing with this deck, where I'm just putting in a bunch of Enter the Battlefield triggers and not really getting anything out of it. There's no, like, proper payoff at the moment. There's no proper payoff. If you cast a non-creature spell, create a clue token. It's only when I cast non-creature spells, not when they enter. Okay, I'm starting to get some kind of like Artifact Matters collection of cards. And I am now 2 cards over the amount, so I'm going to have to go into the colour section and then start making some cuts. Which is probably going to be going back to a bunch of those ones that I looked at right at the beginning in the white section and just be like, nah, these are rubbish. Oh, wait, this creature enters, you may sack an artifact when you put plus one. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes an triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger it, triggers an additional time. Yes. We like Panharmonicon strapped to a guy. Draw to cast and discard a card. Not terrible. Master Standard is just Venser Shaper Savant, isn't he? Yeah, that's just like a good card. It's just an actual good card. You know, the sort of thing you sometimes get whenever another artifact you control enters, make a robot. Making robots for artifacts entering. Control type creature and burning controls for as long as you control this vehicle. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control this vehicle. So it steals a guy, which is not terrible. I can exchange who it's stolen whenever I flicker it. So that's, yeah, that's something. The permanent entering causes a triggered ability. This is an enchantment, notably. But I'm going to have a bunch of stuff that's just like enters. Things entering. Have things entering, please. When this creature enters, tap target artifact or creature on opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Wherever an artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a Thopter. When the spacecraft enters, return up to 2 target non-spacecraft creatures to their owner's hands. When an artifact enters, untap this creature. Yeah. We're getting to a point where we're going to have to start making cuts, but I need to go and have a look at the lands for not lands first, the I guess multicoloreds, and then also oh my god, brain, colorless cards. That's what I was trying to think of. Mendicant Core could be interesting. Titus kind of does the job. Just make a 4/4 golem. Wait, what's that one do? It enters each opponent. For each opponent, put up to 1 target non-land opponent that player controls into its owner's library, third from the top. Just go, no thank you. Away with you. Highlight Fountain. That's Archive, Port Town. Razor type bridge. Temple of Enlightenment. I think that's everything. So everything goes to the colourless section, and whenever another opponent enters mill, we need a bunch of like the mana rocks. And foods and things, I guess. We can have foods and things. There might be some +1/+1 counter stuff. I don't really remember, but we're going to put the Ozolith in just in case. That's good, that's good. Because we need to try and get to a 5-drop. Which is going to be the difficult part. We need to try and get to a 5-drop, which is going to be like, ooh. Library basic land, card really put it into your hand. Then shuffle. I'll really put it into your hand. Put that card on top. Ew, no. Just draw a card. Just create treasure. That taps for mana. Just draw a card. Just scry one, then draw a card. Taps for mana. Protect, stun, and wrath. Just draw a card. Oh, whenever you cast an artifact spell. Darn. Swiftfoot boots. A bunch of the ones that fetch you lands, currently shuffle them and put them into your hand, and it's like, I would love one that puts it into the battlefield, if I'm honest. When this card enters, seek a creature card of the most prevalent creature type in your library. And then it taps to add 1 mana of any colour, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. It's probably fine. It's a mana rock with an into the battlefield trigger on it. She's probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. I don't think many of the others are going to be mana rocks with into the battlefield triggers. I think we're basically there. Because we're now sort of running out of momentum. I say as I then find a full set of 3 cards that I'm like, ooh, these probably get in. Panharmonicon definitely gets in. That's the one that I was kind of going up to. I don't know if I continue much further than this, because I think that's kind of... Solemn Simulacrum can get in. I think that's kind of it in the way of useful ETBs on cards. I forgot this was a thing. I'm totally fine to play in Brawl, and it's like, hang on a second, what? I think that's probably everything. Yeah, I think that's probably everything that I need anyway. Just have a quick scroll through the lands, see if we've got anything cool in there. We can grab like a command tower. Evil Passage, Inventor's Fair. Khan's Bastion in the off chance that I have a bunch of counters. Wait, 2 tap X artifacts. You control target creature you control +X+0. Not awful. unlikely to come up, but in the event that it does come up, not awful. Yeah, I think that's everything. So now we need to cut 33 cards. Yeah. So they're both staying in. Simulacrum Synthesizer is staying in. Midnight Clock can stay in. Forensic Gadgeteer can stay in. Isaac Malcator isn't great, so we can cut that. Exclusive Mage doesn't really do anything. Esoteric Duplicator stays in. Dance Hello can stay in. Braided Net can stay in. We're kind of focusing more on the artifact side of things now. Sandel for Starship, Starfield, Eastwind Avatar. Not terrible. Mechanic Assembler. Stockman can come out. Virtual Persistence. If opponent entering causes a triggered ability of opponent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Yes. Whenever another permanent neutral leaves the battlefield, make an ally. I'm doing more of the entering things now. It's ad break time. Hopefully everyone's okay. You can go and enjoy the ads for a little bit. Do I want to just take out a bunch of the life gain stuff? Probably not. Costume Closet can come out. That's not that good. I've got Duo, Lita, Oswald Fiddlebender, Potion of Healings, Squire Knight, Spring Loaded, Saw Blades is not that great. Staff the Storyteller is not that great. Astrologian's Planosphere, equipped creature. So it has job select, so it makes a 1/1 when it enters and then attaches to it. Equipped creature is a wizard in addition to its other types. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell and whenever you draw your third card. I've got a bunch of non-creature spells, but I don't know if I care that much about it. It just kind of puts a target on one of my creatures. That's fine. Gossip Talent doesn't really need to happen. Tap up to one target artifact or creature and put 2 stun counters on it. Sure. Insignate Cold Steel Heart, Gold Path, a bunch of that stuff. Yes. Wall of Runes, not so good. Splash Portal's fine. Zora's fine. The Duke can go away. Stonebinder's familiar. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile during your turn. Soul Warden, Portable Hole, Ocelot Landmark. Urta Clan Landmark, not Ocelot Landmark. Interland, Getaway Glamour can go away, Dusk Rose, Cloud Shift, City Pigeon can leave, Awestruck Signet can leave, Authority of the Cancels, A Shine's Welcome. Guess we can start taking out some of these random things. Oh gosh, I still need to make 13 cuts and I don't know what to cut. Exile to one target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under percentage control at the beginning of your end step. If the enchantment has 4 or more things. What do I even get rid of? It does tab up to one target artifact or creature and put 2 stun counters on it, and that one is enters with 3 net counters. Remove a net counter to tap target thing and its activated abilities can't be activated if we get rid of the net. Trophy Mage, what do you find? Search your library for an artifact card with mana value 3, reveal it, put it into your hand so it can find me the Simulacrum Synthesizer, which is the important one. It can also find me Tinker's Tote, Esoteric Duplicator, Midnight Clock, Adherent Heirloom, Hierophant's Chalice, and Urza's Construction Drone. So there's a bunch of stuff it can find me. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff it can find me. Maybe we get rid of the gold pan. I still need to make 10 more cuts. Okay, we've cut a bunch of the +1/+1 counter stuff, so I think we can get rid of the Ozlith. We can get rid of Candy Trail. It's not as useful. Possession Engine is not super needed. Welcome back from the outbreak, everybody. I'm trying to make 7 more cuts into this weird ETB deck that I'm doing, into the Battlefield deck. Just a bunch of creatures and artifacts care about entering and leaving the battlefield. Okay, we've got quite a lot of mana rocks. Hang on. So we're currently on 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 lands. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana rocks at 3 and less. So I think we can take out one of each of these. Maybe one more island. And that should be fine. I do know that we're just going to call it Don and Leo, I think. Because that's what it is. It's a Don Leo problem solvers deck where they're just going to be like, hello, stuff. Yeah, it should be fine, but Arena does like to go, you've put in too few lands, so we're going to make you not draw any lands. So maybe it'll be fine, maybe it won't be. We've got 27 minutes left to find out if we can make this work. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents that may lead you to trying a new strategy. There you go. Nice positive spin on making mistakes, I guess. Hello, you can go away. Why did you randomly pop up? It just decided it wanted to have some problems with the Twitch extension. Fair enough. I can keep the hand. I've got Port Town, which means I can play my Novice Inspector or Wayfarer's Bauble straight away, so we'll keep it. And they're playing Agent Bishop. Oh gosh, what is happening? We're going to play this Port Town, revealing this lovely island that we've got. And play our Wayfarer's Bauble. Maybe I should have played Novice Inspector just because they could have beaten up the Speaker of the Heavens. Maybe I should have played the Novice Inspector. It's fine. Crank the Wayfarer's Bauble, go and grab a Plains with a lovely mouse on it. And then I'm going to start ramping, probably. Next down I can play Mindstone and Cold Steel Heart and Novice Inspector. All in one turn, I think. So we've got to Mindstone first, so that we can Cold Steel Heart second. Choosing white. Then we can play Novice Inspector third. He then makes us a clue. We're ramping! They are beating us up though, which is a bit of a problem. Because they're just playing the mono-white life gain deck. You come out on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Yup. 8, 9, 10. I can take 10. I can take 10, we're fine. Probably shouldn't take 10. We're fine, right? Right? We're really not fine. They've got 4 mana open, so they're probably just going to beat up Don and Leo when I play them, but we'll find out. If they beat up Don and Leo, I just lose. But we'll find out. No attack. Beanie Man step, I go that one, and that one. And we go... Whoop. Oh, they're just making a fish. That's fine then, you can have a fish. The Ajani's Primate's going to be a real problem. We might have to throw the Novice Inspector under it. But then next turn I can play Tidus and the Urza's Construction Drone. Yeah. And we'll have to throw the Construction Drone under the Primate. But it should get me all 3 parts of Urza's land, so maybe it'll be fine. Okay. You can't really attack with some of your creatures there. The Ajani's Primate can still attack, and we throw the Novice Inspector under it. I was going to say, you can swing your 3/4 into my 4/6 if you really want to. I would not advise it, though. Let's eat this clue and draw a card. Hey, look, it's Tezzeret. How are you doing, Tezzeret? Nothing? Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so we can do Tidus into Urza's Construction Drone. Into one of the Urza's land. Oh, here's the Heir Apparents. Are they secretly playing a Heir Apparent deck? Okay. Oh, Simulacrum's pretty good though. No. This is the way I want to do it. Tidus into Construction Drone. I'm not attacking with Don Leo. Let me do this again. Whee! And they're back. I summon another full set of the Urza's lands into my deck. So I've now got 2 full sets of the Urza's lands in my deck. I can't tutor any of them. I'll go and grab 1 single land, but filling my deck with lands. The Urza's Construction Drone doesn't do what I thought it did, if I'm honest. Because it's only on attacks that it matters. Welp. Creature you control power 2 or less can't block my creature with power 3 or greater, which is all of my creatures. So they've got lethal damage. Oh, or they can do that, I guess. Not lethal damage. Not lethal damage. Just not, but not nonetheless. Hey look, I grabbed an Urza's Tower. Whenever I cast artifacts when I investigate, so I'll do it that way, then this way. Munch, 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 eat a clue. I'll attack with my 4/6 with Vigilance. Because I can. And then I'll go, my cabbages. draw another card. Just because... Oh, there's the portable hole. The portable hole would have got rid of the Ajani's Primate. Wouldn't have saved me because Delny still would have beaten me up, but there we go. I'm going to at least take out Delny on my way out. Oh dear. No luck against the Heir Apparent deck. Led by Ancient Bishop. I didn't hate my deck though. It did some stuff. It cast some creature spells. It didn't really attack because I ended up being on the back foot quite a lot, but I cast creature spells. We just get to play some more games this way. Haha, it'll all work out fine. Maybe? Not really sure. Maybe it'll work out fine. Oh, Dark Leo and Shredder. Not a Leo off. Altar of the Brood, Soul Warden. Altar of the Brood's quite a good one with Don Leo. I don't have any mana ramp at the moment. So getting to Don and Leo might be a bit up and down. But maybe it'll be fine. I can play my entire hand. I just can't play Don and Leo for a while. Which is alright. I think I keep this hand. Soul Warden will hopefully keep me alive unless they remove it, which they might do because they're playing white-black. They might just be running a bunch of removal. What's that do? Attacking ninjas you control have Death Touch when Dark Leo and Shredder deal combat damage to a player. When Dark Leo and Shredder deal combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 black ninja creature token, then if you control 5 or more ninjas, that player loses half their life rounded up. Okay. Yep. That sure is me going to get sneak attacked all over the place. Nice. Top decking a Fiend Hunter. Pretty good. And Soul Warden will hopefully negate some of the sneak attacks. Not hugely, but it'll do a bit. Nice, I hit that Leonardo. And then I hit Lita. Yes, Mill. Mill. Next time I can play a Plains and then Fiend Hunter. Because they're going to sneak in Dark Leo and Shredder. Because I can't block. You got 2 flyers. I ain't blocking any of that. Oh, Takuchi Silencer. Not the ninja I thought. Whenever this creature deals combat damage, you may discard a card when you destroy type creature or planeswalker. That okay, that yeah. That definitely does a thing. Let's go with that. Nice. Unblocked attacking ninjas have lifelink. That's a good one. Ah! Anthem effect. Well, I'm getting rid of that ninja. As it's going to kill all my creatures if I don't kill it, so may as well get rid of it now. Don't mind me, just making as many things as I can. Making as many blockers as I can. Dark Banisher. Exile's a thing. Yep. Haha, they're back again. Haha, they're all back again. There's a very interesting sneak deck you've got there. I am going to block that every single time you swing it at me. Or attempt to. How many cards you got left? 71. Craft with artifact. Place down counter on one target tapped creature. Create a 1/1 servo. Or I can just get rid of the Dream Beavers. Nope. You want to play the removal game? I'll try and play the removal game. I have a lot less of it than you do. If I splash portal this, is it going to let it work? Nope, it's not going to let it work. Okay, you can't cheat the Fiend Hunter in this version, because it auto-stacks the abilities for you. Fine, I'll just make a 1/1, mill you a little bit more. Ooh, nice. Hitting Karai off the top's pretty good. My Ultra of the Breed just being like, what if I just milled you 20 cards? Hmm? How would you feel about that? Would you enjoy being milled 20 cards? I don't think you would. Yep. Sorry, land, you're cool and all, but Esoteric Duplicator is just better. Esoteric Duplicator is just better. I could have played the land and then next time played Don and Leo. But maybe I'll top deck a land and I'll get to play Don and Leo anyway. Oh, creature control of menace. What does this do? When it deals combat damage to a player, put up to one target creature from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It enters tapped and attacking. Do I have any creatures in my graveyard? Oh yeah, I do. I could put a stun counter on that creature.
That's rough, buddy.
Looks like they got me by just having enough damage through. Let's put a stun counter on that. I'm dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can have Momo all you want. Oh darn. My Don and Leo deck, not actually that good. But I'm still enjoying it, so I'm going to keep playing it. I might just take the Fiend Hunter out, because it's not. You can't cheat it. You can't cheat the Fiend Hunter. So instead of Fiend Hunter, I would rather have some kind of artifact. Because I've got the Duskroach Reliquary, which does basically the same thing but for a lot less mana. I've got the Portable Hole that basically does the same thing. I need... choose a non-land card name and activate abilities of sources with the chosen name. Cost 2 more to activate. I'm not going to get that. I could have. I debated it, and then I'm like, no. Perilous Snare as a replacement to Fiend Hunter. Because it has 2 ETBs, it starts your engines and it exiles a non-land permanent. And it costs the same amount, but not a second white pip. So easier to cast. It's not a creature, is the downside. I think I might have too many artifacts and too few creatures in this, but we'll find out. I think we're fine. We've got plenty of creatures in the deck. Mikey and Leo versus Don and Leo. Yeah, I can keep this. I love that it's Mikey and Leo and Frodo and Sam. What does Mikey and Leo do? Whenever you put a counter on a creature you control, draw a card. That's pretty good. It's pretty good just putting a counter on a thing and drawing a card. Their commander is a lot cheaper than mine. Their costs 2 mana, mine costs 5 mana. But it's fine, because I've got this trophy mage who will search for me a 3-drop. Probably... kind of want the Simulacrum Synthesizer. But Midnight Clock might also be really useful, so I'm going to grab Midnight Clock instead. Because if I can get to the 5 mana, I can Trophy Mage again. Or not, because they're going to make my Trophy Mage get lost. But that's fine. That's fine. Midnight Clock. I can kind of manipulate Midnight Clock. Kind of. Also, I like that they gave me 2 maps that makes this cheaper. My Thought Monitor is now only 3 mana. Oh, I see what they're going to do. I think they might also just be playing the Heir Apparent deck. Do I go use... No, like, do I use the Tezzeret and go and search for a 1-drop artifact? And I was like, I don't even know what 1-drop artifact I'd go and find, so I'm not going to do that. I should have played the Plains and I could have Carrot Caked. Oh well. Yeah, that can stay on top. And I'll equip some boots. I've got a boot there, I've got a boot there. Just boots everywhere. There you go. I'll knock you down some life as well. Yeah. So next turn I can play a Plains Don and Leo. the mechan assembler into master guides or something. Barbed spike, something. We can do something. Maybe carrot cake. Maybe carrot cake. Right, next time we can Don and Leo, play the planes, equip the Swiftfoot boots. That's what we can do. Yeah, this is what their deck wants to do. They play a creature, gain a life, puts a counter on Voice of the Blessed because they gained a life, draws a card because they put a counter on Voice of the Blessed. You're just holding up removal spells? I think you're just holding up removal spells. And you know what? I don't care. You can hold up removal spells. I'm totally okay with that. There you are. Not to reset my midnight clock by flickering it. Bristly Bill as well. So you gain life, put a counter there, which draws you a card, then you play a land that puts a counter on something with Bristly Bill. Oh no, you played your Verge because that was your first green mana. Well. No block. I can take 4. I can take 4. We're fine. It'll be fine. It definitely won't get out of hand. Okay. Oh, you're killing the boots. You know what? I'm okay with that. If I used the boots to target the mechan assembly, it would have killed the mechan assembler. So, you know what? Fine with that. Omni cheese pizza. I explored, and what did I find? A pizza. So next time we can draw the Omni cheese pizza, play the clay-fired bricks, and the pizza? Where's the pizza oven? What's the pizza oven got in it? It's gnomes. Don't ask me why the pizza oven is filled with gnomes, it just is. And we've got carrot cake. They're playing a very similar deck to mine, but their deck's actually doing stuff. Whereas my deck's just getting hit by a bunch of removal spells. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could really do with drawing a land, if I'm honest. This Clayfly bricks will go and find me a plains. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. They've literally got the removal spell for my deck. Yeah, you're going to remove the assembler. So it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, they're going to remove the clock. Okay. Sure. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference. mean I'll just have 5 mana instead of 6 mana, so I do slightly less, but my hand's going to stick around. Make me a robot. Go and find me a planes. Put that planes into the battlefield. There we go, carrot cake. Put the instant ramen on the bottom. Let me play barbed spike. And then we sit. Yeah. They've probably got like another 3 or 4 removal spells in their hand, but they're not playing them because they're going to play them on Don and Leo when I get them. Because they know what my deck wants to do. I'm very curious about why they've got an Eldrazi Temple. I'm just waiting for them to slam down some massive Eldrazi for no reason. Oh, they're hitting their land drops. I'm having to go and find mine. 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's fine. When Don Leo's here, my clay-fired bricks can just grab all the planes out of my deck. It'll be fine. Ah, rosy cotton. They make a food. They make more +1/+1 counters. Yeah, Mikey and Leo is just a much easier deck to pull off because the amount of cards that are just like put counters on things. And they're a 2-drop, so I should probably put some removal spells in this deck if I'm honest. Probably unlikely to win games unless I put in like 6 or 7 pieces of removal. Ooh, nice. You got another removal spell? There it is. Take action. Go and grab an island. Take action. No attacks. I wonder how many more pieces of removal they've got in their hand. Because so far, it's been 3. Technically 4. One of which was artifact removal, which still hits 90% of my deck. So it's okay, it still works. I love they're just putting a bunch of counters on the Life Creed duo. As if they don't already have a massive flying creature with vigilance that they could just be swinging at me. Block this many more times. If any. Nope. Oh no, I've got Momo. Momo can block it. Momo can block that creature. The sound effect of playing a pizza is just... Thanks, Omni Cheese Pizza. Oh, Inventor's Fair. Doesn't super help me, but it's there. Okay. Not that they could have defeated me ages ago. Like, with the amount of interaction they've got, they could have defeated me ages ago. And they just aren't. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I can play Don and Leo next turn. And then they're just going to removal it again, and then I'll be actually out of the game. Which is fine. I'm ready to be out of this game. Oof. This is why I don't like 1v1 formats, because you've actually got to run interaction, otherwise you just lose. Or run a deck that's just way quicker than your opponent can ever be, which doesn't happen, because look at all the pieces of removal we've got. Like Swords, Path, Get Lost, Commando. Oh. Why didn't you do that ages ago? Just wanted to hit me for 40? Just wanted to hit me for 40. Throw a rabbit under Aerith. Okay. that was a game, I guess. Oh, I should probably put removal in my deck. Which is kind of sad. I mean, I've technically got removal in my deck. It's just not a lot of removal in my deck. And like, I could just go... Oh, I haven't got swords. Have I got Path to Exile? Oh, hello. Have I got Path to Exile? Nope. I haven't got any of them. Haha. I've probably got to Get Lost, but... He's fine, I've got other things. We'll just keep playing rounds. Raph and Mikey troublemakers. 2 land hand with a Dusk Rose, and that's basically it. Sure. I'll watch as I draw no lands for the rest of the game. Ooh, they're playing a 7-drop. 7/7 Trample Haste. When Raph and Mikey attacks, reveal cards from the top of your library to reveal a creature card, put that card onto the battle for tapped and attacking, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. Fair enough. Up the beanstalk. I got a 2-drop, which means I can get Donatello in. I can sneak in Donatello. I could sneak in Donatello. I can sneak in Donatello on a future turn. Yes. Bonk. Nice. They currently don't have any creatures. So I'm just gonna do this.
Just what I needed.
Why did you have 4 mana open? That's what I want to know. What are you doing with 4 mana and not doing anything? Wormcoil Engine's pretty gross.
My network is already vast.
I should have done this the other way around, but it's fine. Alter the Brood's fine. Sacrifice an artifact, or... Oh, do I sacrifice that? Sacrifice an artifact or a creature. I could sacrifice my Distinguished Conjurer to get rid of that Wormcoil Engine, because I need to get rid of that Wormcoil Engine. And you're on 3.
Obey me.
Why did it do that? Weird. Oh, they took my Solemn. And their own Utopia Sprawl. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. That's fine. Okay. If I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 left open. Zoria. Don and Leo. No attack. That would be very silly. Whee! Nope.
Mana still obeys me here.
Ugh. So many big spooky things. Their entire deck is just big spooky things. Oh. Okay, they lightning bolted my Halia. Yes. Their commander might be a 7-drop, but they got to 7 mana real quick and just aren't playing their commander because they don't need it. I am okay with this. Don't block with Zoria. I'll lose Tezzeret. Let's keep Tezzeret around, I guess. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near enough. But I'm going to try it.
Soon you will grovel.
6, 7, 8. No, it's not going to be enough.
Soon you will grovel. Everything from scrap to starship is mine. My will is my own.
Let's put 3 +1/+1 counters on this robot. My 9/11 can't attack, so that's fine because they've got a 12/12. Let's do that. And themselves. Whee! Whee! More robots, please.
I success. All too easy.
Going on the mill plan. What's the mill plan? 59 turns away, or 59 permanents entering away, I guess. I guess I could attack with... Oh, no, never mind. I was about to be like, I guess I could attack with my gnomes and get Donatello in on whichever one doesn't get blocked, and then they played 2 more creatures, and I was like, never mind. I guess I'm just going to not do that. Ooh. Why they didn't shoot Donatello, in all honesty. My gnome! Ugh, my poor gnome. Beginning of combat on my turn? Yeah. I'll just throw a gnome in front of that, and then take 22. I guess we're taking 22. I'm not winning this match. Just throwing that out there. Not winning this match.
I expect success. My network is already vast.
Well, there you go. My mill plan goes away because they've got an Emrakul in their deck. Good to know.
All of space, yet nowhere for you to run.
All of space.
This technology has advanced.
Why is Tezzeret still saying stuff? That's what I want to know. Tezzeret's still just saying things, wait. That one and that one. Yes, conjure more lands into my deck.
Yip yip.
I yippee about them. Go, kill me. Okay, 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 okay. Didn't even get to attack me because the Terror of the Peaks just shot me for 12. As you do. I think I'm playing the worst deck, but I'm gonna keep playing it. Let's have a quick look at... Have I achieved my achievements yet? I have. I just have to attack with 30 creatures, which is the one achievement that I'm not doing because I'm not managing to attack with anything. At some point I'll get to attack with things. Or I should just build a different deck for this challenge. Now that I've done casting spells and casting creatures and casting blue or white spells is what my quests were. Michelangelo Weirdness to 11. Sure. What does Michelangelo Weirdness to 11 do? When it enters, create a mutagen token. If one or more +1 dark counters will be built on a creature you control, put that many +1/+1/+1 counters on it instead. Nice. Let's give them another drop away wave because I didn't think they were here a second ago. They were looking at their hand. Carrot cake. Yep, you can stay there. Okay, we're attacking with creatures this time. Badger knoll. Let's draw a card. Nice. Then I can play the Urza's construction drone. Or if I draw a land, I can play Starfield Vocalist, I guess. Quick Mage Gen. Ooh, play the Ozlith. No blocks. Okay. Didn't draw a land, so I'm going to put 3 more lands in my deck and maybe that will help. That's how that works, right? Put 3 extra lands in my deck and it all works. Yep. Yes. That X is 1. Interesting. What are you green sunning for 1? Some kind of mana dork? It could be the beetle. Hydra that just doesn't do a thing. Okay. I'm glad that you got to learn that that was a thing. No attacks. Okay, Zoria. Okay, we're getting there. Next time I can attack with the Urza's construction drone. Seek out another one of my Urza's lands. And if it dies, I go and seek the last of the Urza's lands. But I can then play Don and Leo because I'll have 5 mana. Yes. If it doesn't die, then I'll still have 5 mana, I can play Don and Leo, so it'll be fine. I don't think I want to take 7. I'm going to block that. I'll take the 4, I just don't want to take 7. Comment your turn, but possibly if you control a creature past 7 or greater, you may exile. Okay. They've got nothing with reach. Oh, they're destroying my Urza's construction drone. Okay. That's fine. Yes. Still no reach. Yep, I can attack with that. Play the Urza's land. Don and Leo. End turn. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on Don and Leo, I guess. And I'll keep that on top. Pass the turn. Am I going to survive? That's the real question. I do have this potion of healing that is technically just eating a food for 1 white. It's very weird. It's a food, but it's not a food. Notably not a food. This Quarian Beast Caller is getting so many counters. And it doesn't trample, so it's fine. All of their creatures tap for green now. And that's whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. Nice. Okay. When it attacks or saddle, doesn't on +1/+1 counts on target creature. Okay, okay, okay. That sure is a whole bunch of damage. I'm going to eat this potion of healing. So I go to 22. I can block there. I can block there. And that's 14. Wait. That is 14. 22? Is that exactly 22? I guess we'll chump there and then we'll throw Momo under the Ornery Tumblewag as well, just to get rid of that one. I take 14. It's going to be kind of rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 6 mana. Oh, yeah, that works. Again. I forgot they had Bristly Bill. And loads of mana open. Bristly Bill just goes, what if loads of +1/+1 counters? What if I just doubled all your power and toughnesses? So if I had blocked to not kill the Brushwag, I would have survived, but I would have lost everything. So didn't really matter in the end. I could have survived an extra turn, but I wouldn't have been able to do anything with it. Oh, it's another Michelangelo Weirdness to 11. This is a bad hand. Altar of the Brood into Hinterland Sanctifier. Maybe if I get a land I can talk Cold Steel Heart. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Ooh. Turn 1 Inventor Spare. You know what? It's good enough. Turn 2 I can Cold Steel Heart, picking blue. Turn 3 I can Simulacrum Tidus instead, actually. They played a Cavern of Souls. Blue. Did I just take 2 lands? Oh no, I hit a Snakeskin Veil. Okay, that's fine. Scythe Cat Carb is kind of rough, especially when they go from that into a fetch land. That's a really fancy Cavern of Souls as well. It's fetch land for a forest because they're playing mono green, so it's just like, yeah, extra landfall trigger. Definitely not just 10ing me on turn 2. Oh, okay, they're not actually dealing 10 damage to me on turn 2, so that's a little bit better. I don't think I'm living very long. Oh. Yep. I don't think I'm living very long. If you put 1 more +1 time counters, I'll put twice that many of those counters on that permanent or play it instead. Innkeeper's Talent's pretty good. It's like Branching Evolution in the final step, but it also gives a ward 1 to all your creatures. All your permanents with counters on. Yep. Apparently people just playing the Michelangelo Weirdness to 11 and Stomp Face deck. Neither of those help me. Welcome back from the outbreak, everybody. You're just in time to watch me lose to another deck. Because so fast. It was turn 5 for them, which was like turn 4 for me. They're just swinging for 12 with trample and an extra 5 on top on turn 5 after already hitting me for like 10. Yeah, this Don and Leo deck does not pull its weight in this match, in this challenge. I'll give it one more and then we'll build a different deck to win the challenge with. Because this is not gonna work. What does Splinter do again? Cares about ninjas. Splinter cares about ninjas. Exile target non-opponent controls with mana value 2 or less. Let's play some boots. This creature deals combat damage to a player, scry 2, then draw a card. What if you didn't do that? Yeah? What if you didn't do that? Donatello's a 3/2. Okay, they've only got 3 islands so far. They need white and black mana to play Splinter. Wait, it costs 3 and then 1 to equip the boots. Or play Soul Warden, 1 to equip the boots, swing and then spend the 2 for Donatello. Could be funnier. Does mean I end up with not having the boots equipped. But it is just kind of funnier. Go, haha, surprise Donatello. Bonk. What if I had a second pair of boots? What if second boots? Yeah. What if second boots? Yeah, that's me. Everyone's got some boots. What are you going to do? You can't destroy my creatures because they're all wearing pairs of boots. Oh, you're going to play Donatello as well. Woo! Donatello staring at Donatello going, neither of us can attack profitably. But that's okay, because I don't need to. Whee! Whee! You can get back in the hole. I just wanted to gain a life off you entering. Yep. I can exile target artifact or creature. Darn. And that's exile a non-land permanent with mana value 2 or more, 2 or less. So I can't do that either. So Don and Leo are going to go back to the command zone. Good token that's copy of target artifact. That's fine. I'm going to eat all your creatures. I'm going to eat all your creatures. Sacrifice these fake boots. I'll attack with both, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Donatello ate all your creatures. These evil, evil Dusk Rose reliquaries. With a panharmonicon out that just goes, yes, 2? Yes, 2. That is a reasonable decision. All the stun counters. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Next turn, if we draw a land, I can Don on Leo. And if I don't draw a land, I can play Tidus into whatever I draw, probably. Because most of my deck is 3 drops and less. I think. Or I could potentially play whatever the thing is that I draw, but I kind of want to Tidus into something. It's weird that you're just playing ninjas and not ninjutsuing things. Like triple Soul Warden trigger's kind of fun. You think I would block? Go for it. Nice, okay. So Tidus can come in. And I gain 3 life. And then this barbed spike comes in. And I gain so much life. Or I gain 3 more life, but I get so many triggers on Tidus. Oh, and I get more. Oh, I get to make more Thopters. I wasn't paying attention to that. That barbed spike comes in and puts 3 Thopters into play. And puts 12 counters on Tidus. I'm just going to move some boots over there and I'm just going to turn sideways with this big guy. Yeah, he just taps your blocker and hits you in the face for 14 out of nowhere. Oh. Oh. So gross. So gross. You got another swamp. Yeah, Tidus is going to be kind of difficult for you to deal with. Kind of difficult for anyone to deal with, in all honesty, but... Nice. Thank you for 3 extra life. I might actually win a match. Thanks to Panharmonicon and Virtue of Knowledge and Duskrush Reliquary and Donatello, I guess. Just a big collection of good cards. For this hand that I had like 2 lands, 1 land in? No, that was the last game. This one I had 2 lands in. Okay, I can't block that ninja. I am going to take 3 damage and you're going to draw a card. Draw 2 cards. You're going to draw 2 cards. Or you're going to sneak in something else. Sneak? Ninjutsu? Which one are we going for? Sneak. You don't have enough ninjas? Oh, it'll trigger twice.
Secret door!
Very nice. You make 2 ninjas and then go, by the way, I just hit you for half your life total. It's like, yep, yes you did. Yes you did. I wonder what I'm going to top deck. I kind of want it to be a land so that I can Don and Leo. It is a land. Hi Don and Leo. They might just get removal spelled. Oh, it really didn't matter.
That's rough, buddy.
You can block Tidus, but you're taking 4 in the air from Thopters. I wanted to Don and Leo, flickering the Duskrose Reliquary and exiling 3 other things under it, i.e. all of their non-token creatures. Oh. See, when the deck works, it can work. When it doesn't work, which is most of the time, it'll just durdle around and do nothing. I also like that it was literally the moment that I was like, this is going to be my last match. It was then like, well, what if you won that match? It's like, I'm going to play this match and then I'm going to swap to a new deck that will actually win games. Okay, but what if you won this game? It's like, well, then I'm going to swap to this deck that can apparently win games, just not very well. Sure, I can keep this. It's got Panharmonicon in it. It's mostly why I'm keeping it. If I draw a 3rd land, I can then play the Panharmonicon, because the Hierophant's Chalice will be my 4th mana. These. Can tapped. Oh no, I lost. Game over. So Super Shredder is whenever a permanent leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Super Shredder. Yes. Ow. Does mean they're just going to have a bunch of kill spells though, I think. Oh no, I lost again. So this is how you get the emote on this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle map. You just play the arcade game until you win. I win! And you get the little business rat demo? Arcade thing? Whatever it is. I'll lose 1 life and gain 1 life, sure. Not going to attack. Next turn I could play a land and Don and Leo. And then flicker Don and Leo and Hierophant's Chalice. That should be fine. They're going to kill spell my Sky Squire, aren't they? No, they're sacrificing their own creature. Fair enough. Yeah, next turn I can land, Don and Leo, flicker the Hierophant's Chalice and Don and Leo to get 2 counters on the Sky Knight Squire. That should be good. Should being optimal. And then turn after I can Panharmonicon and maybe Barbed Spike if I draw another land after that. It's okay, I'm still in the game, I'm still fine. Okay, I did draw another land. They are going to kill spawn my Dom and Leo though at some point. No attack. Whee! And back again. Yes, my permanent's going to leave a whole bunch. So their Super Shredder's going to get a bunch of counters. That's not great, if I'm honest. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. You're going to make us both sacrifice a creature? You're just going to make me sacrifice a creature. I see. And I'm going to be taking 5 damage. 6 damage, I guess, because I'm not going to block Tiny Bones. That's if you attack with Tiny Bones, I guess. You might not, but your Beamsaw Prospector is probably fine to defend with. So next turn I can Panharmonicon Barbed Spike. Oh, you're just attacking with everything. No? Yes? No? Yes? No. I'm not blocking. I'm taking 6 and you're going to be able to play my Sky Knight. That's fine. Sky Knight only cares about creatures you control entering. So that's fine, I guess. Get me some blockers. Blocking with both? Okay. I am okay with that. You didn't need to block with both, you only really needed to block with one. Oh, I suppose you get more Super Shredder triggers. Whee! Oh, why am I... I don't know why I flickered Don and Leo. I didn't need to. I just needed to flicker the Barbed Spike, really. I don't have another good target.
You will be outsmarting me.
I don't have another good target for the creature flicker. Okay, just a whole bunch of Death Touch creatures. Right. Yes. This is fine. I've got chump blockers for Super Shredder. Thanks to the power of Panharmonicon, I can block this Super Shredder most turns. Until you give it like a trample or something. Forensic Scientist. Sorry, Forensic Gadgeteer. Esoteric Duplicator, which investigates. And then the Esoteric Duplicator enters. And then I poke Liliana in the air for 2. Yes. Probably correct decision.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
Oh, that's my cue to leave. Very good of you. Okay, there... Do they have any cards left in hand? They've got 1 card in hand. It's probably fine. I have no cards in hand, but I do have Secluded Starforge. And I can just keep making Thopters. Right, and I can now use the esoteric duplicator and the clue that I got from Forensic Gadgeteer to draw a card and make another clue on my turn if I have stuff untapped. So we chump block Super Shredder, we kill Tiny Bones, we take out 2 of those warriors, and then we sit. Super Shredder's gonna have so many counters. It's great. It's great. Yeah. Mobilize X rates the number of creature cards in your graveyard, which is now 4. It's pretty good. Omni Cheese Pizza. Right, that's just whenever I cast an artifact I get another one. So I really don't need to worry about that. Yes, Altar of the Brood. Here we go. It is going to pump their Avenger of the Fallen so much. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Da, 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 da. Here's the bottom. That can stay on top. Can eat one of the clues, which will draw me a card. I can't afford to pay the 2, so that doesn't matter. But this Thought Monitor costs me 1. Gets me a clue, mills 2 more cards. Gets me Thought Monitor, mills 2 more cards. Draws me 4 cards. Land for turn. Oh, it eats the Omni Cheese Pizza to do this. You know what? I'm going to do it. Bye, pizza. You served me well. Poke with a whole bunch of them, I guess. You've got 8 mana open. A little bit worried about what you're not doing with your 8 mana. Going for the mill plan. I definitely have to block that Avenger of the Fallen because they're making... I definitely have to kill their Avenger of the Fallen because they're making so many creatures with it. In fact, it might be lethal. I can use 2 rabbits to block Super Shredder, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll have 3 more blockers, so I'll be taking 7 at minimum. And they can just do this, where they go, you block nothing. Yeah, they're going to make it so I block nothing. I'm putting a decayed counter on all my creatures, I'm guessing. There we go. Oh, not all my creatures. Just most of my creatures. Oh, because it costs 2x. No, it's just X black black. Oh, but they only had 7 mana. Okay. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not dead.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm not dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're also not dead. Can I get 2 more damage out? Can I get 2 more damage out? Oh yeah, I totally can. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just tap all my clues to give +7 power to that. We can do this, give another clue. And we can do this, get me some more stuff. Stuff! There's still 47 cards in their deck. So I've got halfway. Was human the most prevalent? Human is the most prevalent card type in my deck. I see. Just. I could have pumped the Thopter more and just swung with the Thopter for lethal damage. But I wanted to try and mill them, so I wanted to use as much mana as I could. We did it! We won another game with Don and Leo, apparently. I don't get how Don and Leo are winning games now when they weren't a second ago. Emmet Zelch, unsundered, 1 blue-black for a legendary creature Elder Wizard, 2 power, 4 toughness, vigilance. When Emmet Zelch enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform Emmet Zelch into Hades, Sorcerer of Eld. Legendary creature avatar, 6 power, 6 toughness, vigilance, and during your turn you may play cards from your graveyard. If a card or token will be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Yes. Weird to get a Final Fantasy card from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Brawl Builder Challenge, but who am I to complain about getting a Emmet Zelch card? We like that weird individual. Krang and Shredder versus Don and Leo. Sure, Titus might win me the game. I can port down Reading the Plains to play Momo, and I can play the Plains to Carrot Cake or Golden Egg. And then this Construction Drone might help me get more lands. Don't even remember what Krang and Shredder does, in all honesty. Play Momo. Play that Plains. Let's go with the Golden Egg to draw a card. Gets me more opportunities to hit land drops. Ooh, Soul Warden. Not terrible. Right, Momo's not attacking anymore. Yeah. What do they do? When this enters for each player, choose up to 1 time artifact or creature that player controls for as long as that chosen player becomes a treasure. You didn't pick one? You just didn't pick one. Okay. Hooray! We like seeking the Urza's lands. Got a pump spell. Ah, nice. Now you pick one. You didn't pick one again. Is it bugged out? Is that ability bugged out and that's why they couldn't turn any of my stuff into treasures? Maybe. Either way, I won the Brawler Builder Challenge and got a Weathermaker. 3 mana, or the extended border card style for the Weathermaker. 3 mana, artifact, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield and whenever a land you control enters, put a charge counter on this artifact. Oh, I'm reading this very wrong. Put a charge counter on this artifact. Tap to add 1 mana. Tap, remove 2 charge counters to add 2 colorless mana. And tap to remove 3 charge counters from this to deal 3 damage to any target. Yes, there we go.